Hello, thank you so much for finding this video. My name's Joe Birkmar. I work with ECTs who find themselves on support plans, and I'm going to go through the whole process and what you should expect and what you should gain from your school from being on a support plan. So hopefully this will put your mind at rest about the whole process. So firstly, you're not alone. Okay, lots of ECTs, 15% of ECTs nationally at some point move on to a support plan, and lots of them then come straight off following the support plan. So this is an ideal opportunity for you to really gain lots of clarity on what the school thinks your areas for improvement are, but also how you're going to actually achieve them. Okay, so the support that's going to be put in place for you and who is going to be responsible for that extra support that's going to be put in place. Okay, so this really is a supportive process, and my job is to make sure that you are getting everything that you need at this point. So the key information is you're going to have 3 meetings, okay, and these will be with your induction tutor, and they should only be with your induction tutor. Your mentor shouldn't be involved in this process, okay. This is a supportive process given to you by the induction tutor. The mentor can be involved in some of the extra support. So, for example, one of the actions might be your mentor to arrange some observations of other staff, for example. That's fine, but your induction tutor is responsible for all of the meetings. Now, the support plan should go on for a maximum of 4 to 6 weeks, and it can be extended. However, there's a really set specific type of condition that needs to be hit with that to happen. So also, when we get to the end of that 4 to 6 weeks, it can be escalated to an action plan. And if that is the case, there'll be another one of these videos going through that process for you. So what to expect in the first meeting? Well, first off, it's going to be right at the start of your plan. So this should be given to you. You should have a meeting before the plan is actually started, and it will be with your induction tutor. And in that meeting, you should go through all of these things. So you should go through the evidence that the school has collected that they think implies that you require extra support. They're going to go through the targets, and you should have a maximum of 3 targets, and they should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay. If you have any questions about any of the targets, then please do get in contact with us or speak to your IT in the meeting. They'll also go through the support that's going to be offered by the school. So this could be extra things that the school are going to put in place. It could be extra observations. It could be support with a certain group. It might be SLT, always checking in on a certain class, or whichever the school decide support to be put in place. It will also give a list of the actions that are involved in the support plan and every person who is responsible for those actions. And some of those actions might be for you too, so be aware of those. And you will be given a chance to ask any questions, so please do clarify anything in the meeting. But also you can go back to your induction tutor following the meeting in an email if you would prefer. Then you must be given a copy of your support plan that you're going to sign, and then keep this copy. Okay, so keep it next to your workstation, in your classroom, in a safe place, so that you can constantly make reference to it to ensure that you are on top of all of the targets. In the second meeting, this will be in the midpoint of your plan, and again will be with your induction tutor. And in this meeting, you should get a kind of snapshot of what's your progress towards the targets, and then how will the targets change? Will there be any extra actions added, any extra support added? Will there be some targets removed at this point? So it could be a really specific one, like ensure that the registration is completed within the first 5 minutes of the class, and you haven't missed that since. Okay, so it might be that the school are confident that they could take that off as one of your targets. You will also get a meeting with either me or my colleague Bethan, who will check in with you that you are clear on how the actions might have changed, how the targets might have changed, and how the support might have changed, and give you a chance to ask any questions about the process. But also, we can then be that person who goes and speaks to your IT if you would like us to, requesting extra support or clarifying any questions you might have. The final meeting will be at the end of your plan. And this again will be with your induction tutor. And in this meeting, you should get a review of your overall progress. So have you achieved all of the targets? If you've kept 3 targets throughout your support plan, have you achieved all of them? There, in this meeting, there will be a decision about the next steps. Okay, so the first thing is they can, as I said previously, extend the support plan. If they're wanting to do this, that means that they think that with a little bit of extra support or a little bit more practice or a bit more time, then you will achieve that target that is set on your support plan. Okay, or it could be that you've achieved 2 targets, but you just need to focus on the final one, and you just need a couple of extra weeks to embed it in your practice. Okay, so an extension would be appropriate then. And the second option is that the support plan finishes. Okay, so this means that that support plan goes away. You return back to your normal induction meetings. You meet with your mentor every 2 weeks if you're an ECT2 or 1 week if you're an ECT1. And you go back into the normal ECF cycles. The third option is that the school hasn't seen enough progress. They don't think that you are making enough progress in those targeted areas, despite the extra support being put in place, and they believe that they should escalate it to an action plan. At this point, you will have a meeting again to reset, and there will be a video that will come out to help you to understand that process too. All the way through your support plan, you do have a named contact at United AB. That person is Linda Bedford, and you can see her email address there. She is able to answer any questions that you might have about your support plan, but also if you would like to get in touch with myself or Bethan, then you are welcome to. Please don't hesitate, and Linda can help you with our email addresses. We wish you all the best on your support plan, and if you need anything, then please do get in touch.